Okay.
And I don't think that's by accident.
I don't
No,
either,
it's not. Let's
Joy.
talk about that. Okay, so hello, everyone. We are live. It's your girl Callie, Dr. Joy pre-PhD, and Pretty Doll Montique. We are here to talk about is it the season finale
Yes.
Yes.
of Atlanta Art Imitates Life. And we just want to start off. We're going to kind of recap the episode, but we want to just start off with what's the craziness of it all. Like, what was the ultimate thing of it? The past, the movie, kind of imitating, which is art, imitating Drew's life, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, that fits the title. So, Joy, do you want to talk about what you're talking about when you think it might have, do you believe, okay, do we say everything is allegedly? Let me
What
say
do
that
we
first
have
because
now?
we about to talk about some stuff. Everything we say is allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only. How would y'all rate the episode? Let's do that first.
I would give it
Uh,
a 9.
this
Okay.
is probably one of the better episodes.
This one and Bob. So they saved the best for last.
They
The
did.
last couple
This,
of
yeah.
weeks.
I give it like a 8.
This last week was
Okay.
good
So let's
too.
get into it. What did y'all think about the movie The Past? If everybody who hadn't watched it, we may give some spoilers. I'm not sure what are we gonna say. So,
Yeah.
just don't be mad at us if we tell you about the movie and you hadn't watched it. Okay, go.
What did you give the episode, Montanique?
An 8. I gave it an 8.
Okay, I gave it an 8 too. I thought it was a
Yeah.
good 8, 9.
hmm
Um. Okay, a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, this episode to me was crazy, especially coupled with the past. It's really scary. And if you haven't watched the past, you might want to pause and come back to us later because yeah, we gonna give some spoilers. But just to kind of give you a gist of what the movie was about,
hmm
the movie was about this woman, who had
Drew.
Drew, who literally was married to a man who had a bunch of some friends that would become her friends, and you had couples, his friends, and they were couples. Well, apparently Drew's family had some money, and they signed when she married this guy. She signed a prenup.
Mm-hmm.
Prenup only stood for 7 years. After 7 years, it was lifted. What's crazy is everybody around Drew, every single person, her friends, everything was a setup to get her money.
Yeah.
Even because when I say everything was a setup, even the person that she would have the affair with was a setup. It was so crazy. And then we're sitting up here watching this show. And the show, this episode is Art Imitates Life. It almost mirrors what's going on with Ralph, because as I watched it, all I kept thinking in this episode is he set this girl up. I don't know if he wanted to take her money. I'm sure he'll sue her. They'll sue each other, whatever. But most importantly, Ralph, I believe her wholeheartedly when she says Ralph leaked this story to the press.
Oh,
And you know what? I
absolutely.
believe it because Ralph definitely leaked the divorce story to the press. So
But
why?
didn't Mimi, okay, let's tell about the story. So there's a rumor
Mhm.
that is out there that Drew is messing with Ty from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah,
Is that
she was
correct?
Mimi's Love and Hip Hop. Mimi was dating that tall basketball player. Her name was
Right.
Ty. Ty
Yeah.
came on the set. According to Drew, she's also dating one of the co-stars. She didn't specifically say who.
Oh, I thought she said she came to visit the co-star.
I thought she said, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it's by accident because we'll talk about all of the things that girl said.
Courtney. Yeah, yeah.
Courtney was saying it. It's y'all. It's almost mind blowing. It's like a conspiracy theory.
And it
Like,
was funny because it was leaked when she was doing her final. It was like timing because
yeah,
Ralph knew that they were about to do this final interview,
yeah,
because they called them back after they
yeah,
found out they was getting a divorce. And it was leaked right? During that, because I think they wanted to capture it. I
Yeah,
really
she
think
was.
Ralph wanted for them to
What she
capture
said
it.
is she was doing her
Yeah.
confessional.
Yeah, they were her and
Yeah,
Ralph. Ralph was doing one
right.
too.
Right. So while they were doing the
Yes,
confessional, this leaked because
it
the
leaked.
crew, the producers are telling Drew they broke
Mm-hmm.
the wall and they're telling Drew, and he's like, "This is everywhere." She was like, "It's everywhere."
And
Mm-hmm.
So
Ralph knew about when it was. So think about this. Ralph knew
yeah,
when to have it leaked. But is he in cahoots with Mimi? Like,
Well,
why
that's
would
what I was about
Mimi?
to say. I was about to say that because it just watching him work, watching how he operates, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he maybe sent a called or text or whatever, just saying, is Ty messing around with anybody? I'm just what do I need to know? I'm kind of seeing some things in his mind, even though he wasn't seeing anything. I wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
surprised if he put it in Mimi's mind to get Mimi to put it out there during the timing that she did. I just
yep.
wouldn't be surprised at anything because he is very calculating individual.
And if you
Now,
notice,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
if you go back and watch, every time Ralph does something that will hurt her, he smirks.
Yep.
Go
He
look at
does.
his face.
He's yeah,
He
it's true.
smirks
It's true.
At the
He's
end
a
of
different cat.
their when they had that session together, that
with the therapist.
and he was talking about his piece. I as
Yes,
he
Mm-hmm.
said out loud, oh, he checked out.
I'm liberated. I
He
feel
checked
free.
out. Yeah,
I need
he's
to make
checked out.
myself feel good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
about
gone.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I
Kevin
remember
says he thinks that
calling
Ralph
her.
and Courtney. So we're gonna talk about little crooked mouth
Yeah,
bobblehead in a minute.
definitely.
Courtney.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin, definitely. Because
But the
she don't
thing
even
is,
talk
does
like
she know?
Hey,
I just wonder, does she know that he is
hey,
using
D,
her?
where are you?
you want to come in?
Hey, Angela.
You want to come
Hey,
in,
y'all.
D? Let us know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can send him the thing if he wants to. But go ahead, Joy. You were talking.
Yeah, you know my
I
memory
just
ain't
I just
lying.
wonder if Courtney knows. I wonder if Courtney knows that Ralph has basically set her up. And if she didn't know it before or didn't think about it before, I wonder if she realized it once she did her speak on it. Everything that came out of her mouth
Oh,
was something that Ralph
Was
said.
fed. Yep.
Yes.
and I
Yep.
find it
Everything.
weird that Ralph and her supposedly, which they ain't really cousins. I feel like she the side
Hmm.
chick, but that's on me. I feel like she is Tampa lady, but
I
I'm
was
just
just
gonna
gonna
let it
say she's
go.
familiar with Tampa.
She's too familiar with him because
Kissing
she's
cousins.
so on his side. It can't be that they just met
Yeah.
5 months ago. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
Hmm.
she is in his butt, like literally.
She said on the speak of it, like, what cousin who you just met at max 6 to 10 months ago? I
Right.
don't
Hmm.
know how many of them literally says out of their mouth, I have been a better cousin to him in 5 months
Better friend.
Then she's been a
than
wife
she was a wife for
Yes.
in
7 years.
8 years. Who says something like that? There's
She's
something else going on we don't know. There is.
I'm telling you, they're bumping something because she was too much on his side. And then in that little confessional where she said, what did she say? That Drew been messing with women for a long time.
Right.
Yep.
Ralph knew
To
about it.
no,
And the
to
reason that
no
And she said
she wanted
it
Ralph
was
to
no secret.
adopt
It
her
just wasn't
baby,
a secret.
her son, was so she
Yeah.
can mess with other women while he gives her money.
Right.
That's the stupidest. When she got 2 babies by him, that's the
Yeah.
Oh,
stupidest
It's like
shit I
just
ever heard.
right. Right.
It's not
Right.
like she don't have children with this man. It ain't like it's going
Puss in
the
boots.
difference between playing 2 child
Yeah.
support versus 3 is that much difference.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
insane to me.
Yeah.
And I just can't. And she was saying things like, "Why y'all leave me alone with like
with vodka.
she was a pure fed because I believe Ralph was
Hmm.
giving her this information 100%.
Yeah.
She's
Okay, so
getting
while we're talking about this, I'm jumping because I want to say this. At the reunion, it looks like Sheree is going to have. Oh, D wants the link. I'll send it in a second. Let me say this. Sheree is going to give text messages. I think it's
Hmm.
Sheree from between Ty and Drew. And I promise you, Ralph gave them to Courtney, and Courtney gave them to Sheree. I don't care what nobody say. She got those messages from Courtney. Courtney,
He probably set up more than we even realized.
I think
Probably set
Courtney
up a
wants Drew's
lot.
spot on the show.
She ain't
Yeah.
gonna get it like this.
I mean,
I'm
she
gonna
don't
give
even
D the link. I'm gonna run and get something to eat. Y'all keep talking though. Let me get him the link real quick.
Mhm.
she don't even sound like a cousin. She talking like a side chick,
She
not a cousin.
is. How do I do the link? Shit.
um, yeah, I just wonder if she seems like a smart individual when you hear about the business dealings that she's had with Simon, the marketing things, how long she was in a career before she went to be an entrepreneur. So it's not like she's empty upstairs, but at the same time, thanks, Kevin. At the he's so funny. At the same time, I really think Ralph set it up, and she is not
Yep.
thinking that deeply because she's just thinking, oh, this is some juice. I get to go and tell.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna put all this out there without sitting down and
He
realizing, have
armed
you been
her.
sucking?
He did a Phaedra.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
armed her
A
with
Phaedra.
information.
Oh,
He
Phaedra
did
and
a
Portia.
Phaedra. Yeah,
Well,
he
you
did a
know,
Phaedra.
Um,
Phaedra is what the reason why you can't win while you play dirty. Okay,
Yeah,
Phaedra is dirty. Okay,
she play dirty.
hold on.
And
Let me
I
see.
actually like Phaedra, but she does play dirty.
and the
And
way that Ralph looks when he's being a smart butt, oh, that man is there's something going on up inside of that head. He's
now
very
I am.
sneaky. He smiles. He follows her where he knows there's going to be a camera. He
Yeah,
treats her like a
Yes.
queen while they're on that camera. Then he get home
yeah.
on the other camera and he treats her like he treats her like a
That's
husband.
kind of why she don't let him. It kind of makes
Yes,
sense now. I'll give a
right.
slight apology to Drew because I'm a strong believer in covering your husband, but your husband also has to cover you. I believe
Amen.
in
Oh, she
working with
said it.
both.
Hold on. Say it again, Joy.
I
Please
do.
I mean,
I believe that a
hit
wife should
record.
cover her husband, but
record.
he has to cover her in return. One can't, and I'll even say this. I do
I'll be
think
right back,
Drew
y'all.
started this. I
Hmm.
do think Drew started this. Because Ralph wanted to play nice on camera. Drew did not.
You think she
Drew, in
started
her
what?
mind, she's giving us real.
What do you
And
think
she
Drew
was
started?
I'm talking about covering, just covering.
Okay, okay,
But
yeah.
Drew has transparent. She
Uh-huh.
wasn't willing to cover him. She was going to expose what she wanted exposed. And so that's why we spent her first season talking about Tampa and her second season talking about the assistant. And Drew don't want to play. He wants to play nice for the cameras. Drew won't let
Yeah.
him. And
Mm-mm.
that's typical of anybody that's doing wrong. I do believe that both people should cover people on camera. We might fight each other like dogs off, but we're not going. In other words, she has a right to be real. I just don't think you should give us all of your business. But she did
Yeah.
what she did. And he doesn't have emotional empathy either, because when she was crying, he doesn't know how to comfort her. There's no way you should be with somebody that long and he don't know how to hug you, pull you to the side, bring you out those cameras. Say whatever you want about Ross. Ross knows how to comfort Sanya. He will.
Well,
He can't.
I think Ralph
He,
knows
he,
how. He just
he
doesn't
can't
want to.
take it. Ross can't take it. That's the reason why he jumped in that argument. He can't take it.
Yeah.
He not finna sit back and watch nobody say
Mm-hmm,
nothing to his
mm-hmm.
wife. I don't care how it is.
Well, hello,
Yeah.
beautiful ladies.
Hi, boo.
Hi. Where
Long
you
time no
been?
see. Man,
I
I've been
know.
working, honey. I've been working.
It's a tablet, so he's not
Literally.
working.
I
I agree
told
with that.
Montanique, I said, I'm be
Oh,
back for the
let me say
reunion,
this
though,
too.
honey.
Sheree is pathetic. You should,
Yeah.
your grandbaby should not be anybody's storyline. I'm sorry.
And them not knowing about Bob having another child.
You know
That
what?
was
Because of that
nasty.
situation with Bob, I didn't even feel like Sheree is using the baby for a storyline. Well, yes, she did have the party. I feel like that Sheree was going to do that whether the cameras were there or not.
I agree with that.
I think the storyline came from Mr. Whitfield. He didn't even realize it. He didn't know it was going to be about him. I haven't thought much about that. The pretty baby being the storyline. I just didn't get the feeling that
Well, I
She
mean,
ain't got
she
nothing else to talk
plays
about.
with her. That's all she been talking about. She filmed scenes,
She
several,
ain't
too
got
many
nothing else to
scenes
talk
for her.
about.
She
Because
was
Martell
literally
down
her
there at the
storyline.
buffet. Yeah, I mean, she was. I just it didn't stick out in a bad way.
That's because,
I
yeah.
guess. I don't know.
And it may be her real life, but it just doesn't make, no disrespect, interesting TV.
I hope she paid the vendors. Okay, so wait a minute. Can we talk about the perm on that party planner? He was fabulous. The one with the black and white tweed coat. He looked so cute. I thought he was really, really sharp. And then it made me think, where's the other planner that said, look, what did he say? Who gonna check? That made Sheree say, who gonna check me, boo? Anyway, I think Drew didn't want the tabloid. So yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the problem is don't nobody check you. I'm the only one that's brave enough to check you or something. He said, he was like, who gonna check me? You know what? Also, that confessional when Sheree's face looked so tight, it looked like if you stick a pin in it, pus
You
would
know
come
what?
out. She needs to be ashamed. Whoever did her makeup should have let her go home that day, because they shouldn't have done that confessional like that. And Sheree, first of all, is beautiful. She has a really pretty face. She didn't need that bull crap. She didn't even have wrinkles on her face. Do these women look in the mirror and see imaginary wrinkles? I don't understand it.
She should have found out how long any effects of a negative facial or whatever, she should have found out how long that might last and not went on camera like that. She should have scheduled it back.
It was like watching the episode of Girlfriends. Remember when Tony got that Botox and her eyebrows?
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh,
yes.
look, I didn't see that. I didn't watch
like that.
That.
Shouldn't your friends they shouldn't have let her film that day, because it looked like she had something.
Well, I don't think she has friends that are on the show that would have told her that, because clearly Sanya ain't her friend the way she said and talked about Martell. But we all talked about him, but that was supposed to be her friend. Remember, she likes to stress that.
That's also one of the problems that I heard people are complaining about New York, is that, when you think about this first franchise, when Atlanta first started, it really was surrounded around Nene's friends, and they added 2 extra people. Lisa Wu and Deshawn. And Deshawn and Nene actually became genuine friends. But they had real relationships. When they're trying to force these friendships, it's not based off of anything. And it when you have forced relationships, it comes across on screen.
It does.
Okay, so yeah, I want to get Dee's opinion on did you watch the past, D? Or no?
The past episode.
No, the movie.
Oh no, I'm not a movie person unless it's like really a franchise.
So what do you think about?
You should watch it,
because
you should
watch.
If you watch it, you'll be watching this episode like, whoa. If you talk, the name of the episode really is Art Imitates Life. That movie is literally imitating Drew.
And that made it a little bit more interesting. And I didn't think about that, Joy, until you made a couple comments and messaged it. I'm like, dang, I need to go watch it again.
Yes, like it's insane how close this was. Husband, a consultant, don't nobody know what that is.
What they do for a job, right?
And we don't know what Ralph does, really.
Right, don't nobody know what Ralph
the
does.
Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend told me to watch it. She's a Housewife fan as well, and we sit and talk about Housewives, and she watched it twice or whatever, and she's like, it's actually pretty good. You should watch it. But I'm just not a movie person unless it's like, DC Comics or like Marvel or like has a franchise like Fast and the Furious, something like that. Like I'm more like a TV show person.
I got you.
So what do you think about? Okay, go ahead.
I also question Kandi even more, because unlike everybody else, Kandi knew what this movie was about.
And that's why they casted Drew. Yeah,
that's why and all I kept thinking is, this is why. Remember, I kept saying for the last few episodes, I've been saying stuff like, it's something about Drew these girls won't let happen. It's something about Drew. I always feel like they're trying to suppress her, minimize her. It's something. And when I was watching that movie, I'm like, it's so many things just make sense. It's like Kandi, her, whether or not I believe all of them are in cahoots. I believe this was to sensationalize this show, this movie. It's not by accident that it's on Peacock, who owns Bravo. Peacock under the NBC umbrella. That's Peacock.
Yeah, NBC Universal.
This movie with this show, that's why I'm one of those people that believes that if you're going to rebrand this show, I would fire everybody but Drew. Didn't I say
that? Drew.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody but Drew. It is something about Drew that these women are afraid to let loose. Because I don't know
Drew
if
is
she's
talented.
a threat or a double threat or what. It is something about her they don't want us to like.
Well, I don't agree. I don't agree with Drew being. I don't agree with Drew being the spearhead of a reboot. Now.
I have not at all. Drew's a liar. First of all,
are you serious? Oh, I do. Oh,
Drew can't even tell the truth,
y'all need to look. Well, y'all need to just look at the whole picture, not just her little stumbling over lies. Remember,
I think Drew is a liar. I think Drew is lame. She's not a good housewife. She's not interesting. She's very boring.
No, she's not.
She's not.
Drew is a liar.
She's not funny. She's not funny. She's not quick-witted.
No, she's not. But I agree with that. She don't have any one-liner. She's not a person that we are redoing TikToks about. I agree with that. She's not Nene. No, I don't know who. If we can find a Nene, she would be gold. We can't find Nene. Nene knew.
Y'all need to get off Nene's junk. Y'all be
no. Nene knew how to bring drama. She was funny. That's the reason why we're still
all Drew's drama
10 seasons ago.
All Drew's dramas have seemed kind of forced. Like her first season, the situation.
Now I definitely don't think
season
one she forced everything.
Yeah, with Kenya and stuff like that, all of it was forced. Like it's just the doggy stuff, the props. It's not no.
I do not agree. She cannot.
I'd let Marlo lead the reboot before
you don't necessarily lead. I mean, she just needs people around her. I just want to see her play with a different set of girls.
Angela, I
don't think we've really gotten the gist of Drew.
I just don't care for Drew.
Each season that Drew has been on, she's been a part of silly drama, and her drama is getting bigger. So she hasn't really had time to be Drew. She's been the one that keeps fighting people off for one reason or another.
What is she going to be about without Ralph? What is she going to be about without Ralph?
Nothing.
I don't understand.
We have no idea.
Well, you can't be putting your hopes on no idea. Like you cannot say.
Yes,
no, hell no.
Take a look at her. Just take a look at her.
She ought to be thankful for Ralph.
Drew has a good look. Drew, think about Drew's advertising card this weekend. That girl was on a movie. She was on a season finale. She's been the talk of every blog and speak on it that we had. Drew can lead this
because she's on Housewives of Atlanta.
Callie, you own it today.
She ain't the only one on the Housewives of Atlanta.
If she was not on,
yet she's the one we're talking about. Her and Kandi.
We never talked about
reunion.
We never talked about Drew. We never talked about Drew before she joined Housewives of Atlanta. She was in.
Yes, we did because she was on the game.
Oh, girl, 10 years ago. No one was talking about Drew.
You said talk about her. You didn't say in 6 months. Come on now.
Okay, first of all,
who talked about the game? Like with Drew Sidora.
I did.
She was in a lot of movies.
I didn't watch it
in the early 2000s.
D. You can't argue with them when they get an idea in their head. They just let them have it. Okay.
Look, that's why I'm like, welcome back, D, because obviously he's forgotten.
Right? You don't forget. I don't understand why you trying to convince me.
My little hiatus and got me a little confusion.
Yes.
D.
Yes.
I mean, not D.
Are you doing these comments? It's not me.
I was Kevin. Me. Kevin.
Okay.
Isn't likable in my
They
opinion.
should bring.
That's the I like. Okay,
I'll be okay with Claudia coming back.
Shows with her.
Well,
And
so here's my thought.
neither one of them, she's likable. She's not.
I like Claudia.
I like her too. But
and let me tell y'all something. Claudia has a lot going on. Claudia is like a house flipper.
Friends with him too. So
and she's a house flipper. Her man does something. Claudia would be good right now. Yes, he does. They flip houses together. Did they break up?
Is this the one that was on the
real bad?
Is this the one that was on the retreat show with her?
Yes,
I don't think so.
They are not together. So it has to be somebody new. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know the new person.
Yeah.
But what was I saying about? Okay, so you guys.
But Claudia lives in Dallas.
Remember when he said that she be sliding on these men's?
But that was just Nene projecting because she didn't have anything real to say about her.
So here's my thoughts on Claudia. I think I like Claudia. I support her because there's so many people that don't support her, but she is not likable to a lot of people. And the reason for that is because she's bold enough to do what a lot of other people aren't bold enough to do or say. Claudia was saying she was on Nene so hard that season, even Nene had to come back and eventually say she's the only one that could ever go toe to toe with me. Is that what she said?
Okay, let me get this comment off.
She did. She said that she's the one that told.
And it took her years to say that.
She was supposed to be a friend. In Nene's interview with Carlos,
because they was originally trying to put Demetra. Yeah, they were trying to put Demetra as a full time.
Yeah, she was supposed to be full time. But
okay, y'all, let's get back to the episode. What are we talking about? Because I feel like we all over the place. So can we get
Drew wasn't memorable
to a point?
Oh my God, you don't think Angela?
She's not. I don't. What iconic lines have Drew gave?
Drew, I don't know where this came from y'all, because I was shocked that y'all think this, but okay.
How old is she? 12?
Drew's not even a good art. She's not even a good art.
Can you believe she said this? Drew wasn't miserable from the game. Really?
She was, Angela. I don't think I ever disagree with that.
I wrote a book. Angela.
But just because you remember you.
Wait a minute.
She is very memorable.
Scene, a whole chapter of a couple watching this show, arguing about Drew Sidora and Derwin. That's, for real.
If we talk about the overall show, I don't really care about Drew.
The reason they broke up. Everybody wanted Melanie,
and that was the biggest storyline.
That was the biggest story. It took them 3 seasons to get back together.
It really did.
Yeah,
but it wasn't really all because of Drew,
I didn't even watch it until
it's not like you wasn't a cast around Drew.
It wasn't all because of Drew. It was also because of what Melanie was doing as well.
Melanie wasn't doing nothing illegal.
Melanie definitely was sleeping with other guys. That was what
she had her football player guy. She wasn't sleeping with him.
She slept with him after they broke up.
But I'm saying though, but the stuff that Melanie was doing, like getting in a relationship with that dude that was, I don't know what he did.
About Trey. I don't know why I remember.
I'm not talking about Trey.
Why do you
I'm
remember
talking
Trey?
about the
Is it
other
cousin
dude.
Trey? What's going on?
Why are we talking about this and not the show?
Okay, you're right. Monty, keep us on track. Okay.
I'm trying. What are y'all doing? I don't even know where to go from here.
Okay, so let me just say this, and then I'll be through.
Let's talk about that counseling session.
Hold on. Callie's talking. Go, Callie.
I'm not counseling. We can go to the counseling session. Wait a minute. Did y'all like her wig in that counseling session? It was like wet and wavy. I wasn't sure if it was Jerry curl or wet and wavy.
It was a Jerry curl.
Right. I'm looking at it. But no, it's not.
No.
Huh? Why would it be
sweater?
You on my screen right now.
Hold on, give me a check.
It's a hat and probably a wig, but it's not curly.
Okay. So maybe that was last. Okay, whatever. Go on. What were we saying?
Oh, you talking about the one when she was alone? Yeah, it was a bad wig.
Oh yeah. So this time she was with her husband when her husband said people divorce all the time. What is wrong with him? He is the plotter.
Or the fact that he used the heat. She likes her heat. I like mine on 68. She likes hers on 82.
Yeah.
So
we need separate rooms.
I was like, this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would love to be in Drew's house, honey, because I would agree.
I had my stepsister used to like it warm enough for her to walk around nude. I hated being
Yeah, I hate a cold house. I hate a cold
I hate
house.
a cold house.
I do.
All right.
I love it. It's some winters
Why is
I
Montanique study
turn
going off the screen?
What's happening?
I said Montanique study going off the screen.
She was eating. I think she got shrimp fried rice or something. I don't know. Montique, are you on now? Or you want to guide us, or Joy take over?
Joy take because she's off the screen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was just tripping off that. I knew at the counseling session that he had checked out. I mean, he was just like
he was checked out the first season that they joined, but
he was. But this was clear. If there was ever a doubt in my mind that not only was he checked out, Drew needed to file for divorce. It's watching this because he don't want to be with her.
He really doesn't.
He don't want her no more.
But y'all remember when I was telling y'all how that therapist
he doesn't, and I mean, especially at the event when he came in hugging everybody but her. I mean, he doesn't like her.
No. He
actually reached for her first, and
y'all not hear me?
Yeah, we
can.
Not
hear me?
We can.
Y'all are driving me insane talking over each other.
We can what?
Well, you know Joy gonna do that. You know Joy gonna do that.
Lord, I can't.
What y'all talking about? Am I missing something? Woo. Who's running the call? Because I don't know what y'all talking about.
I have no idea. Like we are all over.
Am I on mute?
No, you're not. See, this is why Montanique is letting me take over Beverly Hills because we is gonna get some order.
They don't listen to me.
We is gonna get some order.
I'm getting frustrated.
When Beverly Hills start, we are gonna get some order.
Joy, are you frozen? What's happening over there? Okay, she was watching the news. Somebody needs to guide the call.
Can I guide the call? Can we guide?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Go.
So we talking about the therapy session, all right? So within the therapy session, do you remember the first one that she had with the therapist by herself? When we were talking, and I said he is all but telling her to leave.
Yeah.
That therapist knew that Drew needed to leave, and I wonder if he did this joint one so she could really see why, because they haven't been meeting together. And then all of a sudden,
what made him meet now?
I don't know.
So is it only because he knew the TV crew was coming?
Probably.
He's a hot mess.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because
I think the therapist knew. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that Ralph really wants to control her mouth. I don't think Ralph has liked the way that Drew has portrayed him. It's probably the truth, but some of it could have been a little bit more quiet. That's just my opinion, which may not be worth the hell of beans. But he is now trying to control his narrative. So when Drew said things like, when I think it was the premiere, they ain't sleeping in the same bed, they ain't talking, Ralph gonna show up and look like a good husband. So
and then
so
when they follow that, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Line for line.
It makes a lot of sense.
He do a good job of it because he does stuff to hurt her and then smirks about it. He wants her to look like a fool, in my opinion. He wants her to look like a fool, and he's good and she's not. And that's his mission.
Yep. He came back this season to do this.
Yes.
I think all of this is calculated, and this movie just fell in his lap.
But how does Ralph? But didn't Todd write the movie or no? Did Todd watch them and then write a movie based on them? Because it's like it's their life.
It's y'all have to watch this movie to see. It's like it was time while I was watching the movie. I was live tweeting and writing in our group chat. I was like, y'all got this is insane. How this mirrors Drew. It's crazy. But it really bothers me that Kandi knew this kind of stuff, knows what's going on, and kind of plays into it.
So let's talk about Kandi speak on it. Okay, so
can we play that?
I just want to make this very clear.
Go ahead.
Kandi was not laughing at the situation. She definitely did not agree with what Courtney was saying. It was more so like, oh my God, like because
I don't wait a minute because there's a whole section of Kandi literally coming out of her own mouth before Courtney kind of reiterated it, said something like she even told Drew she thought she was lying. Her sister was faking it as if because she didn't look like
That's the part they cut out.
That came out of Kandi's mouth.
Yeah.
She kind of set the platform for Courtney to say the things that she said.
Why was Courtney on there? I would not have had
Courtney. Because Kandi said she wanted to be fair and balanced, and she wants everybody to come speak on it, whether they like her or not. And so she said if they ever feel uncomfortable, she could always have somebody else lead the interview. But she didn't want to not invite her on the show. And look, they had to take the interview down and do some tweaking. I thought that was something else.
They took the part down where she was talking about her like mental health problems, something like that. And I did see that clip, and Kandi did not agree with that. She did not agree with that.
Didn't agree.
She did not agree with that.
She didn't, but she set it up. She set it up by talking
Courtney
about.
Courtney was gonna say that anyways. Courtney was gonna say it anyways. You could tell.
We don't know if she was or not. All we know is Kandi
look
said,
at the whole interview.
Said to Drew that I didn't believe her sister. And this is the part that irritates me about Kandi, because I've been saying this week after week after week after week. Kandi is quick to cry. She has a reputation of being a crier. That girl don't have the emotional empathy for nobody. Like, even when y'all laughed at me when I posted that Kandi kind of smirked or laughed when when Drew's sister was telling her story. Like, that girl can't do whatever. No, she actually said she didn't believe her.
And that was the part of the interview.
Joy, you don't have the whole thing. She said, at first I even went to Drew and I said, Drew, I don't believe her. Mm-hmm. But I believe her now. Like she said in the beginning, because she said she didn't look.
But my point is, in real time, when she was watching it, and I had pointed out, something is wrong with Kandi. Don't nobody have to prove to you that they got a mental illness.
That's true. I agree with that part. A mental illness doesn't have a look. If
somebody tell me they got a mental illness, I believe them the first time. But I ain't got to check it out.
I just feel like Courtney, I feel like they should have cut that out anyway when Courtney was saying Drew is using her sister. Her sister's, she's feeding her, is it vodka or tequila? She knows she's mentally ill. She's having her in this situation. And it was like she continued to put Drew down.
I kind of agree with that.
You think Drew? I don't
dislike Kandi. I actually don't dislike anybody, Angela. In this particular class, there are people I don't
this. Oh, let me put it up. Joy is doing the Callie answering questions. That's what's the problem is. I got it now. I see what's happening.
Me, Angela. I'm sorry, Angela. It's not that I don't dislike her. Who is it?
Okay. So anyway, Courtney. So Drew, D, what were you saying? So you agree?
I was saying that I kind of just a little tiny bit agree with the part what Courtney was saying, not the tequila and all that, but just using it for sympathy reasons because of what was going on in her life.
Well, we said
regarding her marriage.
We did say. I mean, I think I did. I was like, I don't know if she needs to be on here. I do feel like they should talk about mental illness, and I did like learning about it, but it kind of was uncomfortable watching it because her sister was really like in a hospital, like she was really going through something, and I didn't know if she was ready to be on this show. And I do like the fact that we get to see it because a lot of people in the Black community don't want to talk about mental illness. So I feel like it was needed.
And now we know why. I mean, Kandi is one reason why they don't want it. People will question
literally
the validity.
That's true.
Of it. Yeah, but then at the same time, I know what's up with that.
Wait, what?
I don't like when y'all agree because it's too much. It's but maybe that's why my anxiety is going on because I'm I can't take it today.
What do Kandi have to do with that?
With what?
Kandi. Not only did Kandi kind of smirk at her when she was telling her story, she gave a platform. Like, why does somebody have to tell you that that's not appropriate? Like, people watched that for the first time and was like, ooh, why does somebody have to tell you shouldn't make fun of somebody with a mental illness?
Yeah,
like,
they
for
real.
Cut
that.
Like, all BS aside, let's for real.
That's the truth.
But
they shouldn't have that
after retreat, Kandi herself went into tears because of everything that they were asking while they were, in their little yoga poses or whatever they're doing. So people might not believe you, but at least they came to her event and just paid attention to their own feelings and got something out of it. And that's probably had a lot to do with the reason that Kandi Suddenly now she believes it. She sees it. People, that reminds me of a Karen. Every time a Karen will stop you and say, "What are you doing here? Show me your ID. Show me this." And I don't believe you live here. Well, do I need to prove to you that I live here? Well, yeah. Well, give me your address. Well, I don't have to. I don't know you. Really, but you want to see my freedom papers. Okay, got it.
Right. Amen, honey. So
you know what I mean?
I didn't watch the whole speak on it, so I can't say what was done.
Me neither. I just seen like the clips and stuff like that.
I just watched the clips.
And like I said, I feel like Courtney, she's just a nasty, vile person. And that don't got nothing to really do with Kandi. You can even tell when Courtney was saying the stuff that she was saying, you can see Kandi was like, no. Like when she was like, I've been a better friend to Ralph in 6 months than she has in 8 years. Kandi was like, what?
I mean, because
she also laughed. She didn't just say what. She was like, what? Like I think it's the problem that I have with Kandi. You can put information out, but her lack of discernment. That's why I keep telling you.
But you never know, though.
Emotional empathy.
You don't know what she knows, and if she knows more than we saw, she might not even been able to hide her reaction.
I have a question. Was this done before or after the
reunion? Can I say this real quick? I will say this. We never know. Even though Kandi did edit it and take it down because of social media's reaction, we never know. She might have left that stuff in there on purpose to show just the type of person that Courtney is.
The growth.
No. I'm saying she might have just left it in there on purpose.
Courtney is growth. I agree.
To show the type of person
I don't know that she would have done that.
That she's a nasty, disgusting
she's gross.
human being.
I think that Kandi should be smarter than that, though.
We all are in agreement about that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to emphasize that. But all four of us agree that Courtney is a nasty, vile person that does not deserve this platform.
Oh,
she's
horrible. Yeah.
When
Absolutely.
she said that about Drew's and the adoption, I didn't like her at first. But when she said that, I was done.
I was done. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that.
Why didn't they show that clip of Marlo?
And you know what? That's why I wish that Drew was a better arguer, because I would like to see Courtney come back next year and Drew tear her ass up. But Drew's not an arguer.
She wasn't scared of her, though. But I did enjoy the 2 seconds when the sister called her out. Look, you said you didn't call her a B. What's up? So look, her mental illness, keep in mind, you might got some mental issues going on, but you can still pop somebody, okay? And she didn't seem afraid. I like her.
Yeah. So Courtney's trying to get a peach, and who she's hanging around? She's hanging around Marlo. So she thinks she got to act evil and vile and nasty.
And Nathan already got her after though, because the producers already said if they bring anybody back, it's gonna be Kandi, Sheree, and Kenya.
Yeah,
so I hope that. Okay, let's talk about.
We got to talk about that. Joy, we got to.
Go ahead, y'all. Whoever want to start can go.
Go ahead, Joy. Go ahead.
It's a bunch of rumors out there. The first one that they released that they scrapped everybody.
Well, this is from Bravo for real. That's what say. This is from Bravo. The part about bringing Sheree, Kenya, and Kandi back. That's from Bravo. Like
where that come? What Bravo? What Bravo? What were you saying?
When Bravo debunked the B. Scott rumors, that's when they came out with it. Bravo came out with it
and said what? Say repeat that.
That. Basically, what B. Scott said was a lie, and that they're not rebooting the whole cast. That they're gonna bring 3 of the girls back and keep and do new girls.
Okay, so
they did not say that. The Bravo didn't say that. They just denied what B. Scott said.
No, it's out. I put it in our group.
Yes, Bravo said
that. Sheree, Kenya, and Kandi are more than likely to be the 3 that they're bringing back, and they're gonna bring 3. They didn't say celebrity type, but kind of socialite type.
Why is Sheree gonna be on there?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
It should be true. It should be.
Can I tell you? Don't let me forget. Whoever wants to talk, just don't let me forget to talk about the producer and Carlos.
Okay.
Dory will take over.
Eric Fuller and Carlos. Well, let's finish this and then we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So if they do bring those 3, I feel like they should bring back Drew.
I don't want Sheree back at all. I don't want.
Why would they pick Sheree over Drew? Is Sheree cheap? Like, why?
Probably
so.
But Drew, I did wonder, was she one of those? I did wonder, was Drew one of those people? I believe Sanya was too.
Yeah.
One of those people who Kenya was referencing in her interview with Carlos King when she was talking about people coming in with contracts. It may have been possible.
Drew did, and Sanya did.
Being Drew already kind of an established, actress herself. Maybe she did come in. Probably the same thing with Sanya, because Sanya used to have her own show. So it's quite
she's an Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, I mean that don't mean nothing to us.
Of course.
My husband really likes watching track meet, so I do go.
Yeah. I do watch. Was the commentator when they were doing the Worlds. Sanya was in Belarus, Bangladesh, wherever they was with a B word name, commentating on the
Budapest.
Thank you, honey. I knew it was a B.
Did y'all notice that the cover of the pass, the cover picture that they blurted out the guy?
Yeah, why did they blur him out?
Well, you know what? One thing that I do like about the movie when did they do that? They had Cohane in the movie.
Right before the at the premiere party, as Drew and Ralph were walking in, they met up with Don. That right before that, they flashed. They must have had like probably like a projector or on the screen the movie cover.
And do we have any idea why?
Maybe he didn't give permission.
Hey, they showed him. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They didn't get his permission.
I was gonna say, because let's be clear, honey. He is an actress. Like, he is an actress.
He's an actress.
More of an actress than Drew is.
Yeah, and then maybe Ralph would have been jealous even more because he's taller than Ralph. I don't know.
Listen, I love the fact. I love the fact they had Cohane in the movie. Okay, I might give it a watch just for him.
Yeah, watch it. I think you watch it, and we should do a thing. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the producer. Are we done with? The three? Do y'all think those three people should come back? Y'all say no to Sheree. What about Kandi, George? Because I know you and Kandi. How y'all feel? You in your feelings?
I told you I don't think any of them should come back, but Drew.
This is the thing. This is my thing.
Listen to Joy.
But I'm like, even if you got rid of everybody, I don't think Kenya definitely can't lead the show. She got too many other responsibilities. Kandi too busy, and Kandi, the audience may turn on her because I'm seeing stuff like I said either they watching the show or people think like me. I heard people saying stuff like, well, Kandi is the company girl. Well, she'll sell out anyway. Like, people that, although Kandi has a large fan base, I do believe that the audience might turn on her. If I was her, I would walk off on top.
It seems to me they already have started turning on her.
After the speak on it, Callie.
You think so, Callie?
After the speak on it, they are pissed at Kandi.
Yeah.
She's smart. She ends up leaving.
I got why it's like not like so bad.
Correct.
I agree. You should always leave on top, right?
Yeah. Like,
so
I just feel like, honestly, even though I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was finna say, before we get to the producer part, because then that's probably what you finna talk about. I just want to say, this is my opinion. To be honest with you, I would keep Kenya, and as much as I despise and hate to say this, I would keep Kenya and Drew and rebrand the whole cast.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Marlo. Okay.
I would keep Kenya and Drew and maybe have Kandi as a friend just to make appearances and stuff like that, because she is Atlanta kind of a little bit. So I would give her like a friend of title and give Kenya and Drew Peaches and give us 4 new girls.
I could even handle that. I could even do that.
Because I feel like the only reason Kenya is bored and not giving us what we normally give is because she don't have nothing to work with. She tired of arguing with Marlo. Yeah. She don't. I mean, Sheree is just Sheree.
To argue with her.
But you can't argue with Marlo because Marlo will talk about your child. She takes things too low. Who goes that dirty. Like, you just can't. I wouldn't even want to talk to her. So
because I really feel like Kandi wanted to beat Marlo up.
Yeah,
I really do feel that way. Like when they was at that little when Kandi was in all black at Courtney's little event, I really feel like Kandi wanted to punch Marlo in her face. but they were on camera,
Courtney
so she
came
couldn't.
strong for no reason. Courtney came strong. I felt like Kandi really wanted to go at it with her too. I don't think they should get rid of Kandi. I mean, if she leaves, I understand if she leaves, but I don't think Kandi is
Kandi, even though I love Kandi is boring. Like,
you know what?
Been boring.
That Kandi has to stay, because whether she's boring or not, her surroundings, she has so much going on that they didn't show on here. But if they ever get thirsty enough and need some more stuff, they can definitely get it from Kandi Burruss and her entire crew. Now,
girl, wait a minute.
But you know, they did reboot Kandi in the Game for season 2, and you know what? I would be okay with Kandi leaving Housewives of Atlanta and maybe getting reduced to a friend role and being over there on Kandi in the Game full time, because that was actually
that was the
good.
rumor, D, that's why they renewed the show, was because they were going to make Kandi a friend, and they let her have Kandi in the Game, so she would be okay. Yeah. But I don't know.
And I would be okay with it though, because the first season was actually good. It wasn't bad. That's why I don't understand why I got canceled, because it's like, we got 10 seasons of Vanderpump. If we got 10 seasons of Vanderpump Rules, which I do watch Vanderpump Rules. Don't get me wrong, I love it, especially this past season with Scandal. Oh, that was a drama, honey. But I do love it. But it's like, we're gonna scrap this good show that has potential.
Yeah,
it's been renewed, D.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. But they canceled it at first. They only renewed it to make sure. To make sure that Kandi didn't go on strike with Bethany. That's the only reason that they did that. Let's be clear.
Okay, so listen, Kandi isn't boring. She's very reserved, and those the folks in Atlanta are Sue happy. Yeah, they would try to take her.
Well, no, I'll take that back. I would not say that Candy's boring. I would say that Kandi has been on the show the longest. We have seen everything.
Okay, Joy's doing it too. Yeah, okay.
We have seen everything that Kandi could give. I don't want to hear about her and Todd's problems anymore, because same thing every year. Candy's working too much. She's not spending time. Can I mention
2 things from the party, from the premiere party?
The past?
From the premiere party.
Okay.
One, y'all noticed how Bravo tuned in to Kandi, to Drew hugging Todd.
That was fun.
Did y'all notice when Drew's sister, when Courtney walked in, hugged everybody, and she tried to hug Courtney? Drew's sister, she was like,
Yeah, she don't take. I don't do fake.
I like her,
and I was happy about that.
Yeah, me too.
Because Courtney lied, and Courtney did have a lot of people believing that she didn't call Drew a B, and it's production's fault why people got confused, because they pointed at Sanya, and a lot of people didn't realize that production was doing that because Sanya said she wasn't even there and she didn't hear it. So they were just proving, Sanya, you standing right there. How you gonna say you didn't hear it? But Courtney lied, and if they didn't have that footage, which I don't think they should have been recording. But if they didn't have that footage, I think she would have said that to the death, that she did not say that.
And Ralph pissed me off, because I'm like, Drew's sister, if she called her a damn banana, she didn't like it. And
I loved it. I loved it.
Ralph is so checked out. It's like almost a waste of time at this point for us to think anything different.
Like, why do the fine ones always have to be like that?
Yeah.
It made me so mad.
Why do the handsome fine ones always have to be
he's handsome. His head shaped a little oddly.
His head is weird.
Ralph could.
I knew why Ralph don't like her sister, though. I know why Ralph don't like her sister.
She sees who he is.
Yeah.
I see you.
Who
said that we see each other?
Nene and
Nene and
Nene and who? I can't remember.
Candy.
Well, yes, I said Ralph could get my draws, honey. Okay, but that's it though.
You think you can hold his head the same?
You say what, Joy?
You know there are rumors out there. This is allegedly, but there are rumors out there that he may have tapped him in Tampa.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I can see it.
I don't think so. I cannot. I can't.
Okay, Kelly, go to the producers.
Okay, so listen, I am not good with names, but
Eric Fuller.
So, thank you. Eric Fuller is a producer, and mind you, he's the EP. And mind you, I don't know these people, so this is allegedly what has happened. So here's the fact, though. What's his name?
Carlos King.
No, the producer.
Eric
Fuller.
Yeah. Okay, Fuller. Okay, so Fuller is the executive producer of Atlanta. And of course, you coming into those, if you haven't been in it a while, or if you're looking to move up, you want a mentor. Guess who his mentor is? And before I say who his mentor is, let's just think back over this past season of Atlanta and then the last season of Potomac, and how there was another producer on his page going in on the shows like they were the worst thing. And he had calls to determine if the show can last, what do they need to do to make it better, better, better. This guy is being mentored by Carlos King. That is his mentor. And so when I heard that, I thought, what? So no wonder Carlos has felt so comfortable talking about the shows the way that he has. He's probably given it. Yes, Carlos, I'm talking about you. He's probably given advice to this guy. This guy's telling him everything that's going on and getting Carlos's opinion on what to do. I just think that is a very dangerous game.
I agree.
Think about how hard he went on those ladies on Potomac. Yeah, Carlos did not hold back. He kept saying who was being fired and when and why, and
who he should be. Yeah,
who should be. And then if you think about this show being the just
I kind of did agree with Carlos on the most part. Who he thought who did he wait? Hold on, I don't really follow Carlos like that. So who did he think should have got fired from Potomac?
Specifically, Robin.
Oh, I agree. Oh, hallelujah! I just thought he was gonna say some bullshit.
Well, no,
he was right on point with that. He was right on point.
It's right on point. But my point is, if you think about a previous employee should not even feel comfortable sitting on their show talking bad about his previous employer and appears to have more details than anybody else on it. I mean, we hear Carlos more than we hear B. Scott.
This like, show don't even do as good as Atlanta. How you gonna be talking about in Potomac? How you gonna be when your cast be hiding their lives and you gonna sit here and be mad?
Whenever
I'll say this real quick.
Whenever B. Scott posts stuff, I always think it's coming from Kenya. I always think it's coming from Kenya.
Kenya will admit it that B. Scott is her person. That she
but I don't think Kenya told B. Scott that though.
No, he said I think it was Eric. Alleged. That's me. I'm just gonna say because he said it's not only the cast, but it's the producers too. He's friend. B. Scott's fit out of his own mouth. He's friends with a lot of people, even the producers.
But so people are thinking this is one of the worst seasons of Atlanta. One of the worst seasons they've had. Everybody's talking about getting rid of it.
I say it was 13 was the worst season for me.
And this is coming. If you think about the plays, Marlo. We are seeing Marlo do all this dumb crap when we are not seeing Kenya Salon. We are not seeing Kandi at the EGOT for her fight for the EGOT. There's a lot of real good stuff going on, but all we keep saying is Marlo and Marlo's side dude or whoever the heck he is. And it's horrible.
Listen,
so when you're talking about what the executive producer of a show, and this show is getting that many negative reviews, and then you think about his mentor is Carlos King. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Carlos is setting this up all day long. All day long. To be introduced to come back, and take over more than he is at Kingdom Reign. I don't know what it could be. But when I heard that he is the guy's mentor, to me, it answered all kinds of questions.
This let me say something real quick before I forget.
Played is all crazy to me. It might be on purpose.
So, I don't know if y'all watched the interview with Kenya, but Carlos said out of his own mouth to Kenya that he has been talking to producers saying that he was willing to help and nobody has reached out to him for help. Mm-hmm. So either Carlos is lying about mentoring this guy. Why would he lie? Why would he even say that? That's what I don't understand. Because he said they need my help and I'll give it, but they don't ask me.
I mean, I think Carlos coming back would not be such a horrible idea.
Carlos got his own stuff.
Demetria, you need to be off of the phone right now. You got all delusional. Is it hot there where you at? It's a little bit too hot.
I'm just saying, like, when Carlos was the producer of, like, certain Housewives, they had good seasons. So we're not going to deny that.
Well, and
what's crazy is he left season 7. Season 9, when the whole controversy with Phaedra, that he left that season. That show ain't been good.
Child, we ought to thank him for that season because that was one of the best
That was
seasons
the best one.
in Housewives
that wasn't the
history.
best season.
They
Season
say that
6 and
5
7
and
was
6,
the best.
6 and 7 when he was producing were the highest
That's
rate.
when they had 4 and 5 million people turn live.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to me personally, my opinion, I feel like season 9 was probably one of the best seasons, but also kind of one of the most draining seasons at that. That is neck and neck to me with season 9. Lesbian Gate is kind of like up there with season.
Y'all help me.
Lesbian Gate, Kandi trying to rape Portia. That was like neck and neck, like draining as fuck up to where how they did Denise to me.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about this because Eric right now is getting death threats, and Bravo has even issued a statement saying that they don't.
Wait, who's Eric?
Eric Fuller. He's the executive producer you were talking about.
What do you mean he's getting death threats?
That's crazy. It's like it's not that serious.
All of them are tweeting, telling their fans. I saw Ken's because I follow her, not to give death threats to him because he's getting death threats. And Bravo
has not that serious.
Where am I missing? Why would he get death threats?
These fans are crazy.
When they thought the whole thing was being rebooted, people threatened him. Yes.
And it's not that serious. Like,
and
oh my God.
So Bravo has issued a statement saying, please don't threaten them. But Eric, before Bravo issued the statement, he and his Instagram now, because I was trying to go follow him, but he has made it private because he was getting so many threats. So I can't even look.
I don't understand that.
He just basically said that he's like he's the showrunner. He's not responsible for editing and stuff like that.
I didn't know any of this was going on. I wouldn't even talked about him today if I knew this.
So he said, I'm not an editor. I don't make casting decisions. I think this should be choose so that we can tell he's not an editor because he didn't cut this right. I don't choose what scenes make it or not. If you're going to come for me, come for me for what I'm responsible for. EDF is Eric D. Fuller. What are you responsible for? What is in his role?
You know what though?
I wish
I had known that.
Because
Mariah was showrunner. He's the showrunner.
Yeah. Mariah was the EP. Okay.
Yeah, Mariah.
I didn't know that.
He still is executive producer. She just ain't on the show no more.
Well, listen,
he has nothing to do with
people would do that.
She made that clear.
So I think it's horrible. And had I seen that before, I wouldn't even brought up his name. So I apologize I even brought it up. But nobody should be getting death threats over this stuff.
Yes,
that is crazy.
I'm gonna find
Keith. We might need to scrap that part. I would never want somebody to think something like that. That's horrible. Can we have fun and not like who we don't want to like without people putting death threats out? That's ridiculous.
You know what?
That is so crazy.
We didn't have fans of this that we've seen that get so emotionally invested. Like, we get mad, but like, it's people that take what's happening on the shows to heart.
That's ridiculous. Wow.
It scares me.
But this is the crazy part about all of this. They have the same production team as Potomac, but it's like Potomac is not putting out trash seasons.
Well, according to Carlos King, they are.
And he's one person.
Well, I know, but he's also the mentor of the executive producer that's now getting these crazy threats. So I can see crazy stuff on why people are connecting it.
But I just worried about what Carlos talking about. Potomac is still reigning number 2.
But
actually, Atlanta's number 2. Atlanta's number 2.
Potomac. And what? They are not in no number 2. Nothing. It's Beverly Hills and then Potomac.
Yes, they are. Beverly Hills is number 1, and I can't. 2. And I want to say they're number 2, and I want to say New Jersey might be running neck and neck with Potomac. I don't know if Jersey is over Potomac or not.
Well, in my opinion, it's Beverly Hills, Potomac, and then New Jersey.
Well, that's
and then
your
Miami.
opinion.
but we all. But I mean, anybody with common sense can see that Potomac is better than Atlanta.
I agree with that. I agree with that, but that don't necessarily mean the ratings reflect it.
Their ratings are better than Atlanta's.
They were like in the 700. No, they didn't get that high.
I agree with you. I personally believe that Potomac is a far better cast than
their ratings are better than Atlanta. So I don't know how Atlanta is.
I don't think so.
But they're not better than Atlanta. They're not.
What were you watching? They were.
I'm saying their ratings were higher than Atlanta's.
Okay. We're telling you they were not.
They weren't. I wish they were, but they're not.
So y'all, listen. Do you remember, Callie, when Candace got mad at Giselle when they were sitting down and she said, "Where's Eric? Eric, where's Eric?"
Yes.
That's the Eric she's talking about. Okay. That's Eric. Okay. So can you put this out?
Oh, I remember that.
I remember that.
You remember that? So can you put this out? Team Twirl, you have all and I see you is giving ride or die energy. I'm going to continue being fabulous and being me and give them cute, classy, sophisticated reads. And I want you to do the same. No hatred, no threats, only love. We got this.
I'm gonna try and take that part of our call off because nobody even needs to. I didn't know them threats was going on.
Honey,
you can't even have fun and be honest about a conversation. People out there causing death. It's not that serious. It's a TV show. I hate that. Okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah, they take. We just really people kind of take things too far.
Honey, I'm looking at the ratings right now. Their ratings were better than Atlanta's. I'm looking at it right now.
Not the final. You look at the line.
We're not.
What are you looking at? You at the lines or the final?
Say it again.
Anyway, I was trying to find what the thing from Bravo, but let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Sanya.
You breaking up, Montanique? You breaking up?
Yeah, real bad.
Oh shoot! Okay, am I still breaking up? Hold on.
No, you better now.
Okay. So do y'all want to talk about Sanya at all?
No.
No.
Not the baby look?
No.
What?
Oh,
No.
I will say this. Jackie warned her. That she kind of warned her. That's a perfect example of why you kind of wait with your pregnancy. I told you, and you all were right. I think it was Callie that was saying, did she miscarry? I thought maybe was right. But the same thing happened to me. When I had gotten pregnant before I had my 15-year-old, I was excited. I told everybody at work and everything. And one of my coworkers said, I knew something was wrong when you had to go to the doctor in 2 days in a row. And I didn't want to tell nobody. You were so embarrassed. So I do commend her for even sharing it because it's embarrassing. Not that you lose a baby, but you feel
I'm sorry, you guys.
You feel so.
It happened to me too.
As a human being,
it's bad. It's
as a woman.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah. No, we're good.
Yeah, but I think when she said it so soon, which I mean, with me, I didn't tell people later, but I had my baby and he didn't live, so people knew. I had a funeral and everything for my baby, but I thought I had made it over the threshold. Yes. So I thought I had made it. So even make it to like 6-7 months and still something happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like
I know somebody.
She was a geriatric
like 39 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I've been around like my friend, like one of my good girlfriends. Like we've been friends since like second grade up and still good friends now. I remember when we were in college, she didn't know that she was pregnant and we were still like going out and we were like still partying and stuff like that, and she had a miscarriage and she didn't know like what was wrong with her until she went to the doctor. And I remember she came back like in tears and she was crying. She was like, if I knew, I wouldn't have been going out anymore. I would have sat down and so I've been around it and stuff like that.
You do blame yourself. Like, what did I do? And then for her to tell her son though, that was just so soon. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm happy she's pregnant again.
Yeah. And I got pregnant right away. The doctor said have a cycle. You need to wait a cycle. Like,
wait, can I tell y'all something really funny about Sanya?
Yeah.
So I have this little housewives group chat on Instagram with a couple people, and one of my friends in there, when Sanya had announced her pregnancy or whatever, he had commented under one of the housewife pages that like a lot of housewives actually follow. And he was like, basically, like, he was like, congratulations or whatever. Like, in a way, I don't think he meant that, but it was like, I guess it was implied. Well, Sanya thought that he was implying that she got pregnant for a storyline, and honey, they were going back and forth in the comments. She got in his inbox and everything, and he was like, "Child, I'm not gonna argue with Sanya." He was like, he told her to go race.
I don't think. I don't think.
Why we not in this group, D? Hold on. Why you didn't put us in this group? Sorry, y'all. I didn't got an attitude with D. We gonna talk offline. Okay, go ahead, Callie.
I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I was saying I don't think that she did it for a storyline.
Yeah, he wasn't saying it like that. Sonya just took it that way.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know.
Sonya just took it that way. Because he replied and told her what he meant. I said, and I replied, and I told Sanya, I said, well, according to me, you know, I'm not him. You should be thankful that you got pregnant, because what else you got going on? But she didn't reply to me.
What we gonna discuss if Kenya did tickle me about this, because I didn't even notice it until Kenya said.
Let's do it.
When she was in her interview with Carlos King, she was fussing about Marlo. I only thought about it because I'm trying to find it on this little thing that Marlo did in March when they went back to film. He told us that we need to find out why Marlo got that chair lift.
Girl, that tickled me, and then the fans went and found it.
Why does Marlo have the chairlift, y'all?
It maybe came with the house.
And look, I had never noticed it before, but my girlfriend was saying that thing was there 3-4 seasons ago. It's been there this entire time. So the fact that Kenya brought it up, yes. The fact that Kenya brought it up, it was so funny. It's like, why now did that come up? That's why I thought it was new. And my friend was like, no, it was there.
Did she break her toe or something at some point?
Probably just her Pinocchio nose when she was lying.
Okay. So Sanya has put out something on Instagram saying everyone's rushing to report first instead of reporting facts. Just wait for it. And then people under there like, we don't want you. I hate that they did that, but
well, it ain't a lie.
Did they say that?
People kind of why people so mean, y'all? So Sanya on Instagram said everyone's rushing to report first instead of reporting facts. Just wait for it.
Oh,
it's like, girl, don't nobody want
her. And under the comments, y'all gotta look. They like, we don't want you. We don't care if you leave. And I'm sitting there like, y'all be nice to the lady.
Okay, this is out
like a pretty cool girl. She's just not
housewife material. Hey, y'all, this is really off topic. Really quick, this is really off topic. Look at the cameras, phones. Y'all look at Rich Dollars when he was younger. He was fine.
Who is Rich Dollar?
From Love and Hip Hop.
I can't really see him, so that he does look cute in that picture.
Because he's not bad looking at this age.
But baby, back then, the 90s,
okay. Wait a minute. So y'all, here's Bravo's statement. Y'all listening? Am I breaking
He posted that on Instagram today.
Am I breaking it up?
No, you're not.
Bravo has released a statement at Love B. Scott. Bravo strongly condemns threats and online attacks against RHOA producers and urge people to please stop. So y'all stop, okay?
Please stop. This is coming from the Chatter Up girls. The Chatter Up girls are telling y'all.
That has to be said, though. I mean, that breaks my heart that you have to say that.
They said that they released that man's address. I don't know who did, but they're saying that they did.
How? These are detectives, okay? They are CIA
Kandi careers. Kandi
they say it's the same thing every season.
Look, she ain't a business.
What name is this? Ain't Phaedra, child.
Yes.
Did y'all notice that she blamed Phaedra for not getting her liquor license?
Well, she said that. I heard that. She said that back when it happened on the reunion on season 9.
So what now?
On season 9
reunion, would have got that petty, but I don't know.
She accused Phaedra on season 9 reunion, so that's why it wasn't my first time.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I do.
Phaedra tried to bring Nene's
sister on the show,
family on the show.
That's crazy. In retrospect, and I like Phaedra. In retrospect, that was when Nene said probably the most simple thing. Yeah. I gained so much respect for her. She was like, look, we on this show, but eventually we all gonna have to walk away. And she was like, don't you want to walk away intact? Right. Like, you're trying to hurt me. This ain't about no entertainment. I remember that.
I respect it, Nina. You don't never win when you play dirty.
You can't win when you play dirty.
I could have brought Angela Stanton right up here right now, and he go, Kenya, she's backstage in my dressing room right now.
Yeah, because
do you know that girl? Do you know she ran for office?
Angela Stanton. I can't stand her for how she treats her son. Well, her daughter. Her daughter.
But I don't understand why people are okay with Phaedra when Phaedra has done so many dirty things.
Okay, because everybody has done dirty things.
I can't wait to tear her up on Married to Medicine. Can y'all believe how much good stuff we finna get? We get Salt Lake City, and then in November on the 1st, Beverly Hills, the 5th, Potomac, and then Married to Medicine right after it. It's like bangers after bangers after bangers.
We're gonna be tired. That's why we probably need to be resting now. Because we're gonna be tired in come November. Huntsville will be. Do we have anything else on Atlanta? I can't remember. Did we talk about
coming back in September?
September 15th, 16th, something like that.
Married to Medicine is coming back
in November. Beverly Hills is November 1st. Potomac is November 5th.
I don't watch Salt Lake. I don't think I'm gonna do Salt Lake.
Salt Lake is coming back on. I like Salt Lake personally, but that's just me. They give good TV, so I don't know. You just have to watch it. I don't know. I love Meredith Marks, honey. I don't know. That's just me.
Mary's back, so it could be good because Mary crazy and we love her.
Yeah. Lisa Barlow is delusional as they come.
She's overrated.
I cannot stand that lady. Okay.
Let me see. Let me make sure.
Okay, so what do y'all feel about?
Go ahead.
I was going to say Potomac. What do you guys feel about the season with the little few things that we have heard?
Well, Potomac, since Monique is gone, is not as much leaks because she's not there. I will say that Candace did an interview saying that she would take the season where she got beat up. Well, I don't know if she got beat up, whatever y'all want to call it. She got drugged or whatever over this one. She said this was her hardest season. So would you rather get beat up?
Go ahead.
If you rather get your wig almost taken off and beat up over this season, it's got to be bad.
I'm trying to figure out.
They're saying that friendship. Ashley said that friendships were shattered.
Yeah, Ashley did say that.
And I'm trying to figure out the only people that I knew that were real friends were Giselle and Robin and Giselle and Ashley.
All right.
I'll say Giselle and Karen. They're friends.
The problem is though,
but they're not shattered though.
They're like enemies.
I was going to say, and Wendy and Candace are still friends. They're still cool, so it can't be them. Yeah, they posted and stuff.
Someone claimed that they fell out.
I thought it was Wendy and Candace.
That's not true because at the
they've
finale,
been together.
Yeah, at the finale, what's her name had her back, trying to get her. When she picked up that Bible.
And like I said, they have been with each other after filming.
But Wendy's been with Giselle and Ashley too. Did you not see them at the baseball game?
Yeah, and not just that.
Who knows?
We saw Giselle at what's her name's birthday.
Which
wasn't filmed. Giselle was holding Ashley's cake.
No, that was the producer's cake.
No. Ashley had a birthday party. They were singing happy birthday to Ashley.
Oh, that's a different script. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And Giselle was holding her cake.
The cake. That's true. And then there was another cast trip. I think it was Eric's birthday. And
let me ask y'all a quick question before I forget. Did Drew's father pass before or after the reunion?
Before.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, she posted. It was right around when Sheree's father passed away. How did we go?
Sheree's passed away the day before.
Right.
She filmed it. Actually, she a trooper.
Drew's that okay. It's on Instagram. She posted it. I don't know what day it was.
Well,
It was
everybody
close.
handles grief a little differently because when my mom passed, I went right to school the next day, and everybody was looking at me like I had four
No.
heads on why I was there.
But did we know Sheree's dad was sick? Like, because
No, she didn't talk about it.
When she walks in with Drew, and Drew was about to do this confessional or whatever, and Sheree was like crying about her dad, and that broke my heart. But we didn't even know that her dad was sick. That's really sad.
People reported her father died on the 15th.
So when did they do the reunion? I can probably look at Instagram.
Oh, he died Friday, August the 11th.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me see what date it is.
So are you trying to say that they shouldn't have been so hard on her if it was around that time?
No, I was just wondering. It would probably determine how they dealt with her.
Well, they're gonna bring Ralph out. You know what I mean? Like that's why I feel like y'all think it's the girls, but I feel like Bravo punks Drew too, because they allowed 2 or 3 or 4 people to say she bad body. Even this guy who just came to the party, they make sure that people put her down and it's aired.
Child, everybody got talked about. They talk about Kenya ass every season.
Kenya booty look good. That you see that her that black? She done got some removed.
Yeah, that picture right there on Callie picture, she looked amazing.
I gotta show y'all. She's in this black. Her entire.
I seen that when she looked like she was at the gym.
Her damn body is sickening. Like I can't. Yeah. I cannot.
Hey Leanne, hey Lily.
All I gotta say is whatever this. I don't know if she's on Ozempic, but we want some.
It don't look like.
Leanne
I don't
said
think
Drew
Kenya's
X. Okay, Leanne, I have a question because Callie and Joy agreed for the first time, and I'm upset because it's wrong. Okay, anyway, they think that Drew can be the anchor of the show by herself. Like everybody can leave with Drew.
Yes.
Well, I am friends with Leanne, so I can tell
Me
you.
too. I love Leanne.
No, she does not agree with that.
I know. I just want her to say it. Shh.
God forbid she should talk for herself. Me
and Leanne don't agree about a lot of things.
I talk to Leanne every day. She does not agree with that shit.
Leanne, are we fighting over you? I don't talk to everybody.
She said y'all are tripping.
Some hate in this house.
She said y'all are tripping.
What do you think? Do you think Drew could be the only person on this show and anchor the show?
She said y'all are tripping.
Drew cannot and will not. Thank you, Leanne. We don't agree on a lot, but we agree on that.
Just be prepared for next season, okay? Be prepared for Drew to take over.
On you and with Martell Joy. So you and her are Martellanites.
Yes, me and Montanique love you, Lily. She said not us fighting over her. She's flattered.
Right. I love me some Leanne. Honey.
Well, child, if Drew could spearhead Atlanta, that's just like saying that Robin could spearhead a Potomac reboot, and we all know that's a lie.
Robin could. You leave Robin.
Oh, girl, please. Now, I would say Giselle could spearhead a reboot before Robin. Yeah. And y'all know that's saying a lie.
Giselle is the show.
Okay, if that's what
point period and blank point period dot.
I mean, you
even
have to like her to know that Giselle,
even Kenya and Carlos King argued over that little bit.
Kandi.
No, they agree. First of all,
Giselle is a cross between Kandi and Kenya. She plays enemy and she allows it to happen, but also she understands that they're there to entertain. If you sitting at a table and everybody eating, Giselle gonna.
But I'm just saying though, Montanique, when he said that Giselle was the show, Kenya was like, "Well, no, there's Karen," and then he agreed.
Kenya said she is, and I called them because Karen was in the middle, andGiselle should be. Go back and listen.
Well, no, I don't think. Well, okay, I will say this: Giselle may be the face, but she should be in. Karen is rightfully in the middle.
Now, Giselle is the face. Is very reactionary. That doesn't make for a good show. That doesn't make for a good lead. Now, Drew is also reactionary.
Oh, girl, please. So now
she's also reactionary.
We are comparing Drew to Karen. I cannot.
We've gotten Drew.
I cannot. We're comparing Drew to Karen. I can't.
Well, Drew is much better than Karen. I mean, Drew is what Karen used to be. I mean, let's just be honest.
Okay? Karen does not do anything unless she will sit at that table and eat and not say a word. If nobody says that.
I can't.
And ever since she started using Gorilla Glue, we can't even watch her wig fall off anymore. And she just sits there. She ain't got to take a wig up.
I'm not even saying this because I'm a Karen fan.
Gorilla Glue.
Comparing Karen to Drew,
her wigs are intact now.
Comparing Karen to Drew is just asinine, and I'm not even saying it because I'm a fan of Karen. It's just that what has Drew done to be iconic? We can name stuff that Karen has done over the years.
Listen, she is young enough and talented enough. She will have her iconic moment. If y'all don't think she's had it, when is Karen gonna have? Okay, if Karen's iconic moment is her wig not falling off when it almost fell off,
Karen has definitely gave many iconic reads over the years.
No, she ain't gave many iconic nothing.
Do
you know Ray?
They don't make sense. We laughed at them at the time and then try to figure out what exactly.
Yeah, we are Karen and Sheree.
I can't even remember.
I agree. They're
a hot mess. I can't even.
I can agree with that. If y'all think about it,
Giselle is even more iconic than
Alicia. Wait a minute.
Well, that's not a reach. Giselle is an icon. Well, you know, I don't
think
Giselle
y'all.
Is an icon.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute for a second. If y'all think about it, you can almost put all of the franchises side by side because the producers literally create characters. Yes. So every last one of the franchises has a person that you can stick them like
together. Kenya and Giselle.
Yes, they're the same person.
Person.
Giselle is a cross between Kenya and Kandi, and I'll say that why.
Honey, we're never gonna agree about
the reason I say Kandi because Kandi is a company girl. She's gonna do what she's told. And Giselle is also she is the villain, but she's also the company girl.
But Drew is lame. Drew is not like nowhere. She is not on Karen or Giselle. She ain't on.
No, she's not on their level.
Anybody on Potomac's cast is more iconic than Drew. Even Mia is more iconic than Drew. Honey.
I love Mia.
Well, Mia is the I don't know what word I want to use. I don't want to say it wrong because y'all gonna be laughing at me.
Hey, you don't be
the word is in the back of my head. I just can't pronounce it or remember. But anyway, Mia is who I thought. Mia is the example of who I thought I was going to see on Potomac's franchise. She, to me, she understands what she's doing. Did y'all see that tweet that she put out, by the way, about G
being bipolar child?
Yes.
Well,
she learned. When I saw it, I laughed. I said, "Oh, she learned not to put it out while they film because people gonna talk about tweets." So she gonna wait until after the season is over to mention stuff here and there. I'm telling you, Mia understands this game.
She does.
And she's bougie.
I like her. I mean, I ain't got nothing
kind of speaking.
Bughetto, yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she's something.
Mia is delusional, and we like a delusional.
Yes, and we like it. So is Karen.
Mia is not Drew. Mia is not. Yeah, they are both liars. Okay, Leanne, I agree with you again.
Okay, I can agree with that. Actually, to me, Mia and Drew are the same person.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. They both lie. That's all I know.
Let me say something. Drew is delusional in the way, not just of them being liars. They're trying to control a narrative that you can't control, so it makes you come off like you're lying.
So who is Wendy then on Atlanta? I don't think anybody's Wendy.
On Atlanta, probably Sanya.
No, Wendy's a little bit more interesting than Sanya.
No, she's not. Sanya's more interesting.
So. No, she's not. Wendy don't even interact with them ladies.
Well, I guess with their husbands and their kids, I can see that parallel.
Yeah, I don't know. Wendy's more interesting.
All Wendy want to do is dress and try to control her image. Wendy came on this show. She's a terrible housewife.
Yeah,
she came on this show with an agenda. And while we all say, well, you should have a plan to make money, ain't nobody mad at that, but that shouldn't be your main goal. You want people who just want to be famous. Those people are far more interesting TV than people that come on there so they can promote their businesses.
Ain't nobody.
That's the reason why Sanya comes across so desperate. Her whole theme, her first year was, I want to attach to people
with high with Instagram the number of followers, right?
Yeah, it reeks first.
I would say Marlo is the thing between Candace and Ashley.
Oh no, she's nowhere near Candace.
Candace can get to the white meat.
No, I'm saying
definitely Candace.
Yes,
no, but no.
Who are you comparing to Candace?
Ashley.
Marlo Kelly.
How dare y'all compare Marlo?
Oh, exactly.
They're definitely the same. You're right. You own it.
No, they're nowhere near the same. Okay, stop. Y'all, they tripping. I knew this call was over. I said
between. No, it's a mixture of Candace and
Ashley's not Marlo in any way because Ashley.
No, first Ashley
is probably closer to Drew than she would be.
Just tripping. I guess the weather is really hot.
Well, I mean,
our brain fog up.
Yeah, I agree, Kat. I
mean, you think Candace is Candy? No, she ain't on Candy level. Sorry.
Candy is the money maker on that.
Well, in her household, Candace is the money maker, Joy.
It's more like Karen. It's more like Karen. All of Karen's ventures gets to be displayed. Nobody else's.
Well, they don't want to give Bravo their money. That's what I'm thinking.
I ain't mad at them.
It's not all like that though. I remember Nene's last year at the end of the season, at the end of each episode. Remember Nene used to be in her bedroom talking?
Yeah.
She did an episode and she was talking about these wigs and stuff. And somebody said, why don't you put them on the show? She said, well, she's the one that said, well, Bravo, not only do they get a cut of everything that you promote, and I wonder, is it during the season or forever? I do wonder.
It's like as long as you're on the show, they're going to get a cut out of the products that you
Bravo
display.
Keeps Jackie, Dr. Jackie. It's because she's coming out with all these products, and they show them like the V Steam and the V Shot and the this and the book. Yeah. And so she's making them a lot of money.
Yeah, because Dr. Jackie is beyond boring. I don't like Jackie at all since the Buffy situation.
I don't even like her as
an actress. Maybe why Candy stays. Think about it.
It is why Candy stays. Yeah. That was very clear.
Because I cannot stand Dr. Jackie ever since what she did to Buffy. Buffy needed a friend. Buffy needed a friend on that show. Well, because if I would have been on that show, they would have
everybody
hated
goes to
me.
Jackie. Who goes to Simone? Who VJJ baby does she see? Nobody?
No.
Oh.
I mean, probably not
Cecil's
famous
friend.
People, but I'm sure.
And if you look online and look at Jackie's online reviews, they're terrible because they said that she don't act like that to nobody but celebrities.
They say they don't like her bedside manner, right?
They say her bedside manner is terrible.
And Kenya and all them go to Heavenly, and I don't know if I would let Heavenly in my mouth, but
he would do nothing for me.
But you have to understand though, just because of the way they act on TV does not mean that they don't know how to do their jobs.
Okay, you're right. I take it back.
While that may be true, that still don't mean that she the only dentist in town.
I mean, yeah, that's
Atlanta
true.
got a lot of doctors.
That's true. That's true. But I'm not gonna knock Kevin. I'm not gonna knock Kevin because she was a dentist before she got on Married to Medicine.
To Atlanta.
I don't know. Heavenly, she may be better this year. Okay, anything else, y'all? We've been on here for almost 2 hours, but
Heavenly is not gonna be better no year.
I love Heavy. I'm sorry. I love Heavy.
We normally like the same people. What's wrong?
I like Heavy because I feel like I relate to Heavenly because I'm the person. I'm the person in my friend group that acts like Heavenly. Like my friends tell me the same stuff that they tell Heavenly.
I knew there was something that was off.
Let me just explain. I'm gonna explain.
Okay,
I am like the person like in my friend group says stuff that maybe I shouldn't say. Like I'm brutally honest. I don't care. Like, well, it's the truth. I'm the type of person. It is the truth. And if you don't like the truth, then oh well, that ain't got nothing to do with me, honey. But I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the truth.
Well, I'm really honest too, but I'm not Heavenly. That's two totally different things.
Yeah.
I guess to an extent, I might not be all the way like Heavenly, but when it comes to what they have a problem with, which is her diarrhea of the mouth, that can be me. My friends have told me many times, "You're messy, Misia. You're messy," and I'd be like, "I'm not messy. I'm just all about keeping it real, and I can't help that people can't take an honest person.
D,
If you don't want
I worked
honesty,
with a lady like that. I had to. I don't even curse, but I actually cursed her out at work one day because she, in her mind, if it's true, it should be said. And I had to remind her, it's a lot of things about you that I could tell the truth. I looked her up and down. The whole room of adults stepped back. I don't think you want to go there.
They knew it was on.
I don't think you want to go there with me. Because there's a lot of things that I can read on you that's real.
What you was asking me, Martinique?
Everything in your head don't have to come out of your mouth.
Can I fight?
Can you fight? That's all I want to know.
I don't do fighting at my age.
Can you fight, D? Because I don't want to be with you and you start some mess and you can't fight.
I'm gonna just put it like this. I'm not gonna, because I feel like there's somebody out there for everybody. Okay, I'm just saying that there's somebody out there for everybody. But all I have to say,
you might beat me up, but you gonna know you was in a fight. I promise.
Exactly.
That's where I come from. I tell my kids, if you hit me, I don't play bad with kids. You hit me, I'm hitting the ground. But there's the difference between me and a whole bunch. I'm just gonna call her, and later I'm calling the police.
You go.
And I'm
I ain't look
with a neck brace.
That fighting is not for me. Y'all ain't pulling my wig off. I don't fight, first of all.
Well, I mean, I am a lot younger than y'all. I am a lot younger.
But hey, you ain't that much. Yeah, you are a lot young. You about 20 years younger than us, right? How old are you, D?
22.
All right, yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I'm about to be 42.
Find a 22-year-old. I love it.
I got a baby older than you.
Yeah.
Okay, but y'all love me though. Y'all love me.
We do. You
and
give
I
that
love
perspective.
Y'all. I love y'all.
I fight anybody. No, you are not fighting people, Lee. And how old are you, Lee?
I've fought the police before and been arrested.
D, you got a mugshot?
What?
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't get a mugshot, but I did get arrested. But they let me go. They let me go.
What, D? You okay? We can't hang. You can't go get me going to jail.
I was younger. This is when I was like,
bail. We are not.
This is when I was like 18, 19.
Taking away our Beyonce ticket money.
Yeah, I got put out a graduation party for fighting when I graduated from high school. I was a toenail, everything from kicking somebody. So therefore, I cannot talk. But I was a podiatrist the day after my graduation because of my toenail.
Hold on, wait. Before we get off, can we discuss Beverly Hills just really quickly? Because I don't know if y'all have seen any of Erica's interviews, but baby, she has been spilling all of the tea.
What's the tea?
So I know y'all have. Yeah, she said that Sutton is coming for everybody, especially Kyle. And Garcia also said on Watch What Happens Live, she said her and Sutton were very suspicious about Kyle's marriage. That's one thing. That's gonna be
good.
Denise,
I am not looking forward
suspicious. And Denise and Erica got into a huge fight at Kyle's house.
Who?
Denise and Erica.
Who is Denise?
Richards.
Was she bad?
Yeah, she's a friend of the show, her and Camille. I'm being serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Denise is a friend of the show with Camille. And her and Erica got into a huge argument at Kyle's house. And, Anne Marie got into it with Crystal.
She said she made Crystal relevant, right?
Who is Anne Marie?
She's the black lady. The new black
she's the one that, remember I was telling y'all a while back how she had her beef with some of the housewives, which I already knew that this was Crystal.
Is she a friend or a housewife?
No, she's a diamond holder, honey.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's black.
She's black, yeah. Okay. Got a black.
She's arguing with Crystal, or they have a feud because I told y'all her husband said the comments about trans people should not be in women's sports.
And we agree.
Yes, we do.
We do, yeah.
I am
you
just
agree with that, D?
Me? I do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Listen, I am probably one of the few. That's why I know I could not be famous, because the LGBT community would cancel me because I don't agree with a lot of stuff. Like, I don't necessarily listen, be who you want to be, okay? I'm not going to knock you. Like, if that makes you happy, then cool. But I am all for, if you're a boy, honey. If you're a girl, you're a girl. But if that's what you want to do, and that makes you happy, then I am happy for you, and I support you, honey. But I do agree with that. Like, if you're
similarly, if y'all saw the season that Nene was on, not College Park. What was the name of that?
College Hill.
College Hill, and not Clifford. What's his name? Already know.
Frida.
Yeah, Frida was on there, and he was talking to Young Thug. It's not Young Thug. I can't think of the guy's name. and he was saying, I can't think of the guy. It's the guy.
It was a rapper. It was a rapper.
It was the rapper who sung that song or rapped that song with Beyonce. Do it what you like, what you see when you come on.
Yeah,
he was that rapper. Anyway, he was talking to Frida, and one of the questions he asked him was like, "Well, you know, I'm a dude from the hood." He was like, "Can you explain?" He's like, "What pronoun?" He said, "I don't know about this, and I don't want to say nothing to you wrong and get canceled." I love what Frida said. He was like, "Look, to some people, I'm sis. To other people, I'm bro." He was like, "I don't really care about that kind of stuff." I kind of have respect for that because a lot of times it feels like bullying. It feels like, and I have to give this example, and I'm gonna shut up because we talked a little bit about this.
She ain't.
The situation that was going on with Jess and
TS.
Yeah, and TS. I mean, I don't understand how we in straight communities are asked to respect pronouns, decisions, names, but when being told I don't want to be called a cis woman becomes a problem. I don't understand.
You better preach.
Backlash.
Yes.
Like, I'm a teacher. I have had all kinds of kids. And I have to in St. Louis City, we have to respect legally.
Really?
All that stuff.
Okay.
I've had trans students.
Yeah.
And I have to call them what they want to be called. I have to make room for students I have had that what we used to call back in the day cross-dress. I have to make room to make sure that they are in the bathrooms and they are safe and they are comfortable. And I don't have a problem with that. But why is it that why should we be placed? Why? And this is the part that irritates me the most. Almost always, these are biological men that are
questioning what women should be called.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
it's
I'm all for everybody.
Misogynistic that it irritates my soul.
Yeah, I agree with that. And the only reason I feel like they shouldn't be in the sport though is because a boy is stronger. Even if you're taking the hormones, you're still going to be stronger. You're still going to be faster. You're going to win. You know what I mean? So I feel like I think there should be like a trans Olympics or a trans basketball, or you know what I mean? So
they had a trans Olympics for mentally ill people. For mentally ill people. So yeah, so it's just like that's why I feel the same way
with me.
Yeah, I feel the same way as Big Frida feels. Like some of my homegirls, when we're talking, they be like, girl, like they call me girl and all that. And some of them, like my homeboys, they be like, you're a boy, Damon. And I be like, I'm a lady. They be like, you're not no damn girl.
You're a lady. I love it. I'm sorry. I love it.
No, you fine. Like we had, like I argue with my homeboys all the time. They be like, you want to be a girl so bad. And they mess with me and stuff like that. And like examples, when I get around some of my homeboys, they be like, what you want to hug, don't you, huh, girl? And I be like, shut up. So it's like I agree with him. Like some people, like my homegirls call me girls. My homeboys call me a boy, and some of my homegirls call me. Some of my homegirls call me a dude too. It doesn't really matter to me what you say. Like it doesn't really, it doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't define who you are.
Yeah, and it's just like all that extra shit. Like, what the hell is a day? What the hell is a day?
What is a day?
Them. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, it's all honestly annoying as hell. Like, what is all of this?
It changes so much. It's confusing. Like, I literally had a student that came to me his freshman year. He was a regular dude. You kind of figured that maybe, but it wasn't my business. You don't ask questions. By the time he was a junior, he was dressing like a girl. He was the student we had the most issues with because he went backwards and forward between what he could be called. It was so overwhelming, and nobody wants to create a lawsuit for your district. So, but it's overwhelming. But I do believe that you should be respectful to people's choices, even if it's their pronouns, because and I have always taken the mindset of this. I changed my last name. This is the reason why I do. I changed my last name when I was 22, I believe. And I wanted people to respect that.
Yeah, right.
I wanted you to call me that because I didn't get married when I had it. But I changed my I have to explain to you later. I changed my name for religious reasons.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm asking you to respect my last name for what it is, if you're telling me your name is now X, Y, and Z, I'm going to respect that because I know what that feels like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just I think respect should be mutual. You can't have all of the respect and I getting them.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, D, I have a question on Beverly Hills. Is this something that we'll be talking about, like when we go live?
This will be like a heavy storyline. That's like basically her like big beef this season with her husband's comments about the trans community, which I'm really not really interested in that, honestly. But if she's giving it to Crystal, then honey, you know what? I be here and there with Crystal. Honestly, I don't be knowing where I am. Sometimes I like Crystal, sometimes I don't like Crystal. So I feel like with this situation, I'm gonna be on Anne Marie's side because I feel like that's their choice. You arguing with her isn't gonna do anything but irritate the fuck out of the viewers because
she didn't do
you
nothing
arguing with her. Yeah, I'm
Sutton did something to her.
You arguing with those people?
So her husband is a coach, though, right?
I think so.
Coach?
Yeah, he's
a football coach.
So I mean, I feel like what he said is valid in the way he feels as a coach. It doesn't mean that it changes whatever Crystal feels or whatever.
Yeah, they made it known that they support the transgender community. They just don't agree with that. And Crystal making a big beef about it. What is he gonna do? Their opinion still's not gonna change. Right. They're still gonna feel the same way that they feel. So do you beefing with this lady for basically nothing, ultimately? Because they gonna feel the way they want to feel.
We can talk about the trailer of Huntsville.
And then hold on.
Oh, that trailer of Huntsville. If y'all haven't seen the Love and Marriage Huntsville trailer, it is off the it's stuff. And I will say this. This is probably the first little section. I ain't heard no gossip. So when I was watching the trailer, I was like, where did this happen? Where did this happen? What is Tiffany talking about?
I can't wait.
Okay, hold on. To what Kelly said, Crystal definitely tried to blatantly.
Oh well, don't argue with Callie, please. Okay.
I was going to say she definitely tried to make.
Don't argue with Callie about Sutton because
the reason she is saying not to argue with Callie about that is because, like we did in the last season, whenever we get into talking about the specific situation that went on, the multiple situation between Diane and Sutton, Diane was always defending herself from what Sutton or Garcelle did to her. And you need to go look at the show and see it. It just, when we like somebody, we are on their side no matter how wrong they are.
But what did Garcelle really do to Diana, though?
No. Well, I didn't say she did something specific, but what Garcelle did do is she wouldn't attack her for the way that she was talking to Sutton. Just look at it. There's nothing for me to make up. Whenever there was a situation that she had to talk to Garcelle or Sutton about, it was in defense of her that they had did to her.
If Diana would have minded her business when it came to Crystal and Sutton.
D, you really need to watch the show. Had Sutton mind her business.
I did.
Because
I did.
If you had watched the show, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying right now.
Their first fight was in Mexico.
Their first fight was in defense of what Sutton said to her. There's no reason for me to lie. It's on the camera. When you dislike somebody, you overlook all really good trailers.
I'm not overlooking anything. I watched the show. The first fight was in Mexico. The first fight was in Mexico.
We are going to talk about we're done.
If you can get some ginkgo guy or something, because if you watch the show, we wouldn't be having a conversation about it. The first fight was sudden.
I know what it is. It was the reunion of
Atlanta.
Of Atlanta. The reunion looked better than the season.
It does.
Reunion.
I'm just saying, Montanique, the first fight they had was in Mexico, and Diana jumped in Crystal and
Diana is the most hated lady after Courtney on reality TV. I don't know why you fighting her about this. She didn't even go and watch What Happens Live because Andy didn't even like her. So we don't even need to be arguing about this.
Coming at you for your crap. When somebody's coming at you,
nobody was even talking to Diana. Nobody was even talking to Diana. No one was talking to her.
If no one was talking to Diana, she wouldn't be the most hated person.
No one was talking to Diana when
to
Crystal and Sutton was arguing in Mexico when Diana had on the blue dress.
I got to mute y'all because we can talk about Atlanta.
She jumped in that argument with her. No one was talking to her. No one was talking to Diana.
Let's just say she's right. Can we move on?
No one was talking to Diana.
It's not nice to pacify me. Just watch the show.
We did.
Let the record reflect.
You did not.
This is not
Dr. Joy
in this
Go
argument.
to your doctor. Get you some ginkgo biloba. Okay.
We saw it. No one was talking to Diana. She jumped in the argument. When Sutton screamed at her, is when the beef started, and no one was talking to her.
I would be more than willing, D, to watch each episode with you, every single episode that happened, so that you can see and then apologize to me for saying that she started all this stuff.
I'm literally bringing up the. I'm literally bringing up the scene that started the argument.
You ain't bringing up nothing accurate.
That is the scene that started the argument.
You're bringing up inaccuracy.
Sorry, viewers.
So, Callie, Montanique,
if you can't
did you watch the show? That is a fact.
About it. I don't know why you're arguing with her. She's not going to agree with me.
That is a fact. That was when the beef started in Mexico at the table. Yeah, Like that's when the beef started.
Another fact is that you're wrong, and that's fine.
Okay.
And
when did they have an argument? Their first argument was when Diana had on the blue. That's the first argument. When Diana got up from the table and cried, that's when the beef started. That was the first time her and Sanya had
because she made herself mad. Think about what you just said.
Are you gonna make me
no willing? And
yes,
Diana cried. What's she crying for if ain't nobody talking to her?
Cause Sutton yelled at her.
Cries all the time. You love her.
Oh my God! No. Nope, that is not always true.
Do y'all want to talk about the Huntsville trailer or not? Because if not, we going to.
I don't watch Huntsville.
Do y'all want to talk about the Atlanta trailer or not?
You also don't watch Beverly Hills from the sound of the conversation.
Are we going to talk about Atlanta's trailer or not? Are we going to bed?
So tell me when they got into it. When was the first argument?
I'm about to end the call. If we're not going to talk about nothing else, I'm going to at least end the call so people don't have to hear this. Is that fine?
I don't have to go first argument 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fact is,
but they never had a problem before that. They didn't have a problem before that.
So let you argue.